All right, guys. Warrior Bet MMA here. I'm back with a quick video. I went ahead and jumped ahead to UFC Vegas 32, Sandhagen versus Dillashaw. That goes down on 7/24, July 24th. That's going to be UFC Vegas 32. And I kind of wanted to break down Sijara Eubanks versus her new opponent, Elise Reed. Kind of an interesting spot, if I'm being honest with you. And I kind of want to drop this video nice and early, give everybody a heads up, relay the information. This is one of the first fights I broke down for next week. I also taped Andre Uhl and Julio Arce. I think that's another interesting spot as far as betting is concerned and how the line currently is. But I'm going to get into Eubanks versus Reed. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys. Yeah, like I said, Sandhagen versus Dillashaw. It's a sick fight. I'm really excited for that one, but that's not the fight we're talking about. We're talking about Sijara Eubanks versus Elise Reed. Elise Reed is 4-0. Professional record of Sijara Eubanks is 6-6. They are fighting at 125, guys. Historically or lately, Sijara Eubanks has been fighting at 135. I think her last fight at 125 was against Modafferi in 2018. And I know on paper, 36 years old, 6-6. I believe she's currently minus what is she? She's currently minus 285, and you're like, what the fuck? Is there something more? Is there something I'm missing? And quite frankly, guys, I know she's 6-6, but I think I think she's on a different level in comparison to Elise Reed. Let's go ahead and look at Elise Reed's Tapology record. She is 4-0. She is 28 years old. She's 5'3", and she's like I said, this fight is at 125 pounds. Elise Reed used to fight at atomweight, guys. She's coming off a win against Hillary Rose. If you go back and you watch that fight, it was at 115 pounds. It was 2 months ago. Elise Reed has some sick, sick skills on her feet. What this fight is not going to be contested on the feet. Largely, Sijara Eubanks is a grappler. She's a grappler first. She has decent striking tools. She comes forward, she throws some big hooks. Not the most technical. Like I said, on paper and when I watched Elise Reed, she is by far the more technical striker. But like I said, this won't be contested on the feet. Elise Reed has a karate background, and like I said, really, really good hands. I was very impressed with her on tape. But against Jillian DeCourcy, we go back fight previous to her last win. She was struggling a little bit when DeCourcy was shooting for her takedowns. Both girls are former atomweights. DeCourcy is really, really small. She used to fight at 105 pounds. And on the other hand, we have Sijara Eubanks, who used to fight at 135, guys. Um, sh- look, Caitlin Vieira is huge. Panny Kianzad is huge. Aspen Ladd is a monster. She's huge. She's used to fighting way bigger girls, and I think Elise Reed props to her. She stepped up when no one else would. I believe two opponents pulled out on Sijara Eubanks. And really, the only thing I'm worried about here is the fact that it's at 125 pounds. If you go back and you watch The Ultimate Fighter, I believe I watched it all live when the episodes came out. She struggled making weight, guys. This is the finale right here, hospitalized due to weight cut complications. And on the show, she just looked completely drained trying to make 125. It was kind of hard to watch, but she got the job done nonetheless in all of those fights on that season. And like I said, just a much larger girl. And I think she's going to impose her will with grappling in this fight. If she goes out there and she tries to strike with Reed, I think it could probably be a little hairy. That's where Reed has her best path to victory. Like I said, she's a karate-based fighter. But Eubanks is not going to do that, guys. Eubanks is going to come in here. She's going to do what she always does. She's going to shoot a takedown. And that's where Elise Reed struggles. I think Sijara Eubanks is well versed on the ground. She's a black belt. I think she's going to be really, really heavy on top. And the amount of success that I saw Jillian DeCourcy have with the takedowns, it's quite alarming. And I think it's a real big red flag for Elise Reed in this matchup with Sijara Eubanks. Like I said, I like Reed going forward. She has a very good, exciting style. Her hands are really, really sharp. I enjoy watching her striking, but this is not her weight class. Eubanks is going to be so much bigger. If she makes the weight successfully, no problem. I think she's going to look minus 400 out there. I think this could be like a one takedown and it's over kind of fight. Um, Huge discrepancy in BJJ skills and just overall on the ground. I think another interesting spot. Um, who released 5 dimes released? Fight doesn't go to decision and fight goes to decision. I think I'm gonna be targeting fight doesn't go to decision in this one at plus 175. Like I said, Eubanks is gonna have a huge advantage on the mat, and I trust that she's gonna take it there. I think she's gonna be heavy on top, and she's gonna rain down hellish ground and pound, and she's gonna look to get a submission win. And I think it's there for her. Round one, Sijara Eubanks is probably another prop I'll be targeting, but yeah, I think this is gonna be a stoppage win for Sijara Eubanks. Props to Elise Reed for stepping up, but the task is too tall. If Eubanks struggles with the weight, then maybe I'm gonna be a little skeptical fight night, come fight night. But if she makes weight, and like I said, she's been preparing to make weight. Carol Rosa was gonna be at 125. Priscilla Cachoeira was gonna be at 125. So I don't see how she's gonna struggle with weight. If she does struggle with weight, I hope she misses by at least 3 pounds. That way, she doesn't struggle too hard trying to make the weight, and she's okay come fight night and she won't be compromised. So I think I know it's minus 285 and it's the Jar Eubanks, but guys, do your research, look into the tape, and I think you're going to see what I saw. I think Eubanks is a good parlay piece here, and I think she's going to finish this fight. Fight doesn't go to decision at plus 175 is a good look. So Jar Eubanks inside the distance when that comes out is another good look. And I think she's going to roll here, guys. That's at UFC Vegas 32. TJ Dillashaw versus Corey Sandhagen. I'm out.